Hey guys, my name is Elena Sergakova and you are watching Drakaina's Secret. So, today, this morning, we started to discuss with you one very interesting topic. We started to discuss with you what is the difference between Slavic women mentality and between all other women in the world. What makes them so unusual and why men are very often attracted by them. I described you the situation generally. I told you that yes, most of you think that Russian women and Slavic women, not only Russian, they are strong, they are beautiful, they are very well educated, interesting, culturally developed, they read a lot. But from another point of view, they are very stressed, they have sadness in their souls and in their minds, their eyes are very often empty, full of emptiness, and because their lives are not very easy. And so today I've decided to continue this discussion with you because I think that it can be very interesting for us here to talk about it, to continue this conversation. First of all, I want to know your experience. Have you ever dated a Slavic woman? Do you continue relations with her now, or why did your relations ended? What happened? Did you have any problems with her? Were you happy with her? Or maybe she was very beautiful and attractive, but it appeared very difficult to live with her. And also, I wanted to give you some tips because I know that as the Slavic women are very different and very unusual. For some of you, they can seem strange, and even me, when I was young, I. Dear, can you bring me water, please? If it's not difficult for you. Even for me, sometimes it was not so easy to start relationships with foreigners. And honestly, for example, me in my life, I have never had relations with foreigners. And I wanted to give you some advices because I'm 40 years old woman. I'm from Russia, but I live in Spain and I'm 8 years married. And so I experienced enough now to give advices, to understand what was right and what was wrong, and why, for example, I didn't manage to build a family with, thank you very much, to build a family with a European or American man. And maybe my advices can help you to start dating with a Russian or with a Slavic woman. So let's start again with her mentality and what she wants to see in men. Twist Italian. Again, you're with me. I'm very happy. Hey, I shall join soon. I have a shopping spree to finish. Okay. What kind of shopping? Tell me later. I'm interested. Yeah, I'm very interested. What? Artem?
Dating with Russians was also a bad idea.
Why?
Slavic.
Why dating with Russians was a bad idea?
With Slavic one.
With Slavic one? Yeah, my husband, yes, coffee, please. He's not in a good mood because today we had a difficult evening together and we have some disputes and discussions. For example, now I think that he has to earn money, that he has to cover my life because I bought an apartment here and because I started my new channel and because I bought a car and he lives here and he uses everything that I bought. And I think that now he has, like, we have to share our life at least 50-50. And for example, our air conditioner doesn't work and our babies, when they sleep, they sweat a lot and they sleep very bad. And today my son, he came to me saying that, mommy, you know that I can't sleep very good because it's too hot here. And my husband, he thinks that he is not responsible for all of that. No, he says, okay, but I have no possibility and I have no money and I have no, so it's very difficult for me to understand him. And that's why today I'm not going to say this Tamirilan, because it's an English speaking channel. So why should I say it? So this evening was difficult. I tried to explain him my point of view. He disagrees with me. He always says that I do something wrong.
I disagree with that. I disagree when you're talking shit about me. That's what I disagree with.
I don't talk shit. What I want is just to you to fulfill your obligations. Everything you promised me, everything you took in your hands, and you don't do it. So say no. I'm not going to say it. Watermelon, watermelon, Tamirlan. Is it okay for you? Watermelon? No, you don't like it. So I continue. And in my situation now, yes, I think that relationships actually is a very difficult thing. But for me, European and American mentality is, I think, closer. But as I didn't manage to build strong relationships with Americans or with Europeans, now I have some conclusions and observations in my head that I want to share with you. So, Dinovich, oh God, we are sweating our ass off here in Toulouse and waiting for Sophia to go to bed. It's our last night. So when she falls asleep, we are gone. Ha ha ha! I love your accent. Let's have a baby. No, I already have two babies. I don't want to have babies anymore. And plus, two, I'm 40 years old. So, Dinovich, you mean that after she falls asleep, we are done? You mean we are done? So you are going to have party with Lena or what? Uh, you're going to have party? Dinovich, have you ever dated with your life with a Slavic woman? Today it was our morning conversation. And any relationship without respect, it will never work. Yes, that's true. Rayet, where are you from? That's true. Ballerina Cappuccina, I love it. It's favorite meme of my kids. That's I don't understand. Hello, Stas says in Russian that I'm beautiful. Thank you. So I continue. And let's talk about male, female, about relationships and about Russian and foreigners, European men, American, Australian men, if you want men from any other countries, and Russian and Slavic women in general. As far as I know, very often Slavic women, they are looking like they have a lack of male attention in their childhood. Because as I told you before, Russian fathers are not very good. They don't take part in kids' upbringing. They don't give much of love and attention, nor to their girls, daughters, nor to their sons. And that's why when Russian women grow up, they have inside themselves male and female, and they have to be very, very strong. And very often, Russian also as Russian. Women, Russian young girls, so they grow up without fathers. They repeat their mother's stories, and they got married, they have children, and they got divorced. And unfortunately, very often Russian men, they just escape. They don't help to their children, or sometimes they help, but usually they don't take part. So you understand, they don't give enough of them, of their attention, of their personality to their kids. And that's why very often, unfortunately, so Russian women are very good, attractive, kind, and everything, and deep, and culturally developed. But unfortunately, very often they are not looking for partners. They are looking for fathers. And it's like not their. I would not blame them in it, because again I think that it's just a historical problem. I'm reading your messages. We will have some private time. I date some Slavic girls today, yeah, and handfalk. What is handfalk? I don't know. I have to bring my dictionary, but I don't have. Can you explain me, Dinovich, what they are and handfalk? What's this? And which Slavic girl you, from what country you dated? From what country was your Slavic girl? So I continue. Now I'm going to read your messages. Ooh. Hello, beautiful lady. I'm from San Diego, California, USA, getting ready to get off work, then go jet skiing on the San Diego, California Bay. Wow, it sounds so handful. Like they know a lot how to work with their hands. Yes, they know how to do several things, how to cook, how to repair, I don't know, a living room, how to put on window shields, curtains, how to hang curtains. Yes, you mean that? Yeah, that's true. Many of them, and they are taught since their childhood to get rid about male, and very often they can do many things. Like they can do decorations of their apartments by themselves with their own hands, without help of any man. And not men. I actually, honestly, I think that because also some Russian women, as they are always looking very often. Okay, I'm not talking about everybody, just my personal experience. As they very often they are looking for fathers and not for just for a couple, for an adult, for a partner. They want their men to know how to repair everything, and as they don't have this men near them, they try to learn themselves how to repair everything. And for me, for example, again, it was very unusual and very strange situation, because for me, it's better to go and to earn money and to call special service to invite special people to come to repair everything. In that case, you don't need to waste your time. I think that there are people who have skills who can do that fast, and it will be very easy for them, you know. So I know, for example, that I know that I can clean my apartment. I can do it physically, but it will take my energy for sure. It will suck my energy. So for me, it's better to hire someone to come here and to clean my apartment, and that person, she's going to get her salary for that, and she's like professional. She knows how to do it quickly, and for her it's just a business. And plus to it, it's her business, and she started it not because also because she likes it. That's very important. That's why when I'm looking for someone to come into my house, and when someone looking for someone who has to repair something, for example, or to clean my house, I try to choose people who like to do it. Because otherwise, if you choose someone who does it only because he needs money, it will be, the job will be done not in a good way. I know it for sure. It was one from my experience. For many years, I have a cleaning lady, and if from Moscow, there I had a fantastic cleaning lady, and it was her, you know, she did it so professionally that she earned, and she earned so much money. She had so many clients that she bought an apartment in Moscow, very near Moscow, or even in Moscow. So that's my idea. uh, so I continue. San Diego. Hi, Ricardo, one more time. Ricardo Gutierrez. So you're from San Diego. Come here, be my guest. I love Spanish girl. Wow, you're in love with a Spanish girl. Tell me something more about it. And I love Roblox. Tamerlan, and I love you. It's perfect. You are concentrated on yourself, on your own life, on your own things you do in your life. So that's just perfect. Dinovich, I'm a Slavic guy and I'm always next to my daughter. She's me number one. Dinovich, I think that you are an exception. And honestly, when you, for example, when you tell so many things about your daughter, and I see that you know her, I see that you devote your time to her upbringing, I admire it because for me it's unusual. I honestly admire it. And I see that, of course, we all make mistakes. Of course, all our children will have a reason to go to a psychologist and blah, 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 and so on. But still, we can make their life easier or more difficult. And for example, I see that you are into your girl, you are into your daughter, into her life, and she is your priority number one. And it doesn't happen very often in Slavic society. Russia, beans and vodka. Why do you say Tamerlan? Tamerlan is, I think you are 11. Tell me. It's an adult. It's this live stream is for not for teenagers or children. Be careful. You need a hot tube. What's hot tube? You mean a hot bath? Is it that? So, TWC Myers, where are you from? It's the first time I see you here. Love the accent, Dusty. That's great what you say. That's the perfect like relation. That's the perfect attitude to my accent. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, Russian guys, look at Mr. Dusty. He loves my accent. That's the only right attitude you can have to my pronunciation. That's the only thing you can write. Handful, yes, I understand now. Hands are full, difficult. Okay, so I continue. I love grow garden. Yeah, by the way, Russian girls know how to grow different vegetables and fruits. A lot of them, they know how to garden, they know gardening very well, and they know how to cook, to clean, to to decorate, to repair, to so they are all in one. And you know, they don't even know, they don't have positive examples of good relations between them. And no, because they didn't have these examples of the in their families, because their mothers very often, it just statistically, they were alone, and so they don't have these two adults relations. And even if parents were together, very often they had very abusive relations between each other. Again, like not adult plus adult, it's adult, it's a like father, daughter, a mother and the son. And it's difficult. Serbia and Bosnian. Yes, but Dinovic, you are a Slavic guy, so for you it's usual, I think. Or you prefer European. Or you don't care probably, yes? Because today, like when I discussed, I know that actually why many men follow me here, because I'm a Slavic woman, and it's true. And you can deny it, you can say that oh no, I don't care, but that's true. Many men from Europe, they are here because I'm so interesting for them. Like, oh, this girl, she has such a strange accent, she has such an unusual appearance. Wow, I want to talk with her. And then we started to talk closely. They started to tell me that almost all of them dated Russian girls. And they want now to date again Russian girls. And this topic came into my mind that I can give you some tips. That some things in my life didn't go well long years ago, and now I understand why, after long discussions and after observations. And in my age, I'm 40 now, I understand why, because also I am as a part of Russian society. Also, I was looking like not for a partner, but mostly for a father. But of course, I was very, again, well educated. I could do everything on my own. I have my own traits of character, that's for sure. So I was not like average Russian woman. No, I was different. But still, this moment that we are not looking for partners, we are looking for fathers. But with my words, I'm not saying that come on, for example, Christopher, I remember this morning, Christopher was with me. It's a French guy who lives in Paris, and he dated a Russian girl, and he wants to do it again. I don't want you I don't want to say to you that be her father. Of course it's unhealthy, of course it's bad. But if she only came out of, or because if she came out of Russia just, for example, and she lives in Europe not for a long time, or in America, or in Australia, or anywhere else, you should understand that this habit won't go out of her in a short period of time. It will come because she's very clever and she's very gifted. It will come, but it won't come just in 2 weeks after she left Russia, because there she had her community, her girlfriends, and they had discussions. Oh, I want my husband, my boyfriend to be this and that. I want him to repair. Oh my God, what was it? Something happened. Ah, what was it? Electricity?
No, fans are on.
That's strange. Ah, is I'm sorry guys, 1 second. Something happened. Wow. No, this is red. No, and this one. Can you switch it on, please? That was like a sign. That was like a sign. Have you seen it? What did you feel? I was scared. Like yesterday we were talking about Final Destination. So don't ask from her to change just in 1 minute, to change her opinion, because it will be very difficult for her. And believe me, again, she's so clever, intelligent, and gifted that she will change her opinion after she meets new people, after she starts a new life, for example, if she migrated from Russia. Don't wait from her to be like very, very fast. Then it's like a big problem even for me now. For example, if I imagine that if I become like a free woman, for example, and if I need to go to date, for me it comes with my blood, with I don't know with what. These are my roots and everything that a man should pay from a first date. And yes, I know that it's not, if he didn't pay, it's not a reason to refuse him. If he didn't pay, it doesn't mean that he's weird. Actually, for Russian women, if you don't pay for the first date, they consider you to be you told me this word the last time, like a, not, 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 what was that word? Not, I forgot. Like weird, very weird. So for her, you will be like, oh my God, he's so strange. He didn't pay for me. Probably he's a psycho. He has problems with his head. He's a pervert. Yes, even like this. So she will think that you are very strange. You have to pay for her in restaurants from the first time. And this again, it's even difficult even for me now. For example, if I go to a restaurant, if I start paying, I can pay for myself, it's not a problem. But for me, so if I pay for myself, it's just like a sign. And I want, again, I want to excuse me for this opinion. I understand that it comes not from like the most independent and conscious mind in the world. No, it's coming from a Slavic woman that lives inside of me, and that will forever be inside. I can make myself very intelligent. I can read books, but still I have my roots and I have my mentality somewhere deep inside. So for me, let's imagine that I go to the first date with you, and you don't pay, and I pay for myself. So for me, it's like, I don't like you, I want to be friends with you, and I don't like women at all, and I was looking for friendship, and so for me it would be that kind of situation. And I tell you again, you can, for example, give me now a lot of explanations, factors, and even psychological facts. I will think like this. If you invite invite me, you have to pay. But I know that, for example, in Europe, it's also very common. If you invite me, you pay. If I invite you, I pay. But there is one more tip, very interesting tip. For Slavic women, if you invite her to a restaurant, you have to call her back and invite her back again to a restaurant. So she won't invite you by herself. So, because for some men, like we talk years later, and they told me, Ksenia, I invited you 2 times to a restaurant. Why didn't you like show your interest? Why didn't you invite me back somewhere to? Why didn't you show that you were interested that time? I just told, but because you were supposed to invite me the first time and you didn't invite me. And I thought that you don't like me, that we went 2 times to a restaurant and the third time you just didn't want to invite me because you understand that I'm just not your cup of tea. And so you just refused to continue to go out with me and to know each other better. And guys, they were like sitting. I remember when we had this discussion. I had that time with me my friend. She was a very mature woman, and we had there one guy from the UK and one mature Arabic guy. We were discussing. All of us, we were very intelligent, and we were discussing mentalities, and they were like shocked. But what do you mean by that? So for me, generally, it means that until almost not a wedding, but until we become very close to each other, it's you who have to initiate all contacts, and you have to pay for those contacts, not because I want money from you, not because I am a scammer, not because I am a bad person or something. It's because since my childhood my mother taught me, if you like a guy, don't show it to him until you are married. Imagine, or something like that. So it's just so deep in my blood and in my genes that I don't know now, of course, because I'm 8 years married and my husband doesn't want to repair a air conditioner. But I still feel it. So I mean that to talk about relationships, to make steps towards your partner, it's almost impossible. Just no way. You can't do it because you become paralyzed. I told you in my previous streams that to start a little bit talk about my feelings, to start, for example, what I started to do, what I managed to change in my life, I was discussed with some of you about someone's crush. What to do if you have crush? Shall I call him or not? And I learned with my psychologist together to be at least true, to go to a date and to open yourself, to tell about what you like, what you don't like, what are your goals, because that time Tinder was not so, no, it was popular, but you couldn't see any, for example, life goals, why we meet each other. Now on Tinder, I know that they have a lot of questions, and just you can fill in all like answers, and it will be understandable what the guy wants. But so I started to talk only about this, but it doesn't mean that if we go for a first date, I will ever and ever invite you to the second one, or to go to the park or anywhere. It doesn't mean that I'm going to write you a message, because for me, I have like this stupid rule: never be the first one who writes to a guy, to a man. I don't know. Maybe now, if I found myself in a situation that I'm divorced or alone, if I wanted to go to a date, maybe I would try to write like the first one to a man that I like. But I need to say that for me it will be like an in I don't know, like to jump with parachute. So for me, emotionally, I mean, it will be like very unusual and very strange thing, and I would feel like extreme emotions in me raising in me. So it won't be easy to deal with those emotions. And guys, so again, my idea is that if you invited your the girl you like 2 times to a restaurant, and she didn't call you back, and she didn't initiate anything, it doesn't mean that she doesn't like you. I know it sounds stupid, but that's the truth. That's the truth that I was. It's Drakaina's secret. So it's my secret, and tonight I revealed you this secret. Handful means difficult. He means that Russian women keep a man's hands full. Ah, you mean difficult? And I work at Southwest Airlines. Wow, very interesting. Southwest. Ricardo, your name is like very, Spanish, a little bit Spanish. Ricardo Gutierrez. Ricardo Gutierrez. Wow, so why they are difficult, Dinovich? Maybe he wrote already. I want to check. So, Southwest Airlines. Have you ever dated Ricardo Gutierrez, a Russian girl? Sometimes I judge a person by his name, and so Ricardo Gutierrez sounds like very handsome, like very handsome. I love grow a garden. Okay, so Kona Lasage. That's how us men are hardwired. If there is a problem, we fix it. That's just how we are hardwired. We're men. I don't understand this. I need to block Tamerlan because he is too insisting with his strange messages. That's why you learn. That's why you learn. You got the professionals, but it's good to learn on your own so you can save money. You women complaining too much where nothing is good enough. What is going on? Guys, you see again. Can you help me please with light? I don't know why, but suddenly my what?
There's bad contact there.
Ah, maybe here.
Yeah. The plug is.
Do we have another plug? Can you this one? Yes. Maybe we should change it. I think that we should change it. Thank you very much, my dear, that you helped. So, Kona lesech. What I want to say? I want to say that now you talk like a poor person. You like a person with poor mentality. Of course, you live your life, and of course, you learn a lot of things. But I think that it's better to find and to do what you really love to do, and to get money for it, and to pay it, and complaining too much where nothing is good enough. Yes, but that's why women move this planet. Otherwise, men without us, what would you be? You will stay in an empty room without anything. And without women, this planet would be very static. No development, no growth. And we, women, we give a birth to children, and we give you new goals in your life. And the same as in.
Say all the time when you go into bed, yeah? Before you
What?
go to sleep, that's what you say.
Why? I really believe in it. No, I really believe in it.
Okay,
I
so
swear I
you're
live
lying
like this.
for pushing your
No.
from the comfort zone.
No, yes, women push men from their comfort zones because otherwise you don't have any wishes, desires, because very often men are sleeping inside of them. Because to have emotions, desires, to have desire to have better life, and to improve everything, you need to be emotionally awakened, and you need to to work with your inner child, because I know that I don't know where are you from, Kona Lasech. Kona Lasech. It's difficult for me to read your name. I'm sorry. I'm sure that I pronounce it incorrectly, but you can correct me in your next messages. Very often, for example, in Slavic countries, I told you already that young boys, they are told just, you are not allowed to cry. You are not allowed to feel. You are not allowed to have emotions because you are a boy, you are a man. I don't know. I hope that your situation is different, but that's why very often your desires are blocked. You don't have any desires. And women, yes, even like our hormones work in that way that we are more emotional and we have better empathy. This is like our brain works, structure, brain structure. We have different brain structure. And what I say now, it's not just rumors of some crazy babushka. No, this is science. This was scientifically proved. And of course, I think that in such a way, women can bring to men to a good, successful life. No, that's true. Of course. Dinovich, Lena here took his phone. Danny is a handful too, and the pain in the ass. Dinovich, Lena, imagine my husband and me. I said this evening the same to him, and he said the same to me. What do you have there? He's my pain in the ass. He's my real pain in the ass, because he doesn't repair air conditioner and he doesn't finish the balcony, the terrace. That's true. I'm sorry, I was too open. My husband is angry now with me. No, he's a perfect guy. You saw him, but he doesn't do that. And I was pissed off this evening, and I told him about everything, and I was very.
No, just tell them. You say that you don't want me to do that.
I told you 100 times that I want you to do that.
Yes, but then what we decided? Because you want a straight back, straight walls. If you want a straight walls, it's different.
Yeah, but
type
it
of
doesn't
work.
mean that you have to leave everything like without, not unfinished.
This straight wall, we just paint it a little bit, and this is it.
Yes, but let's go. Let's paint everything there. If we finished with such a situation, let's just paint everything, because I need my cabinet. I don't have place to work. I work in a bedroom. I work in a bedroom, and I suffer from that because I don't have my leather chair.
There is not enough space to move the bed from our bedroom to the balcony anyway.
No, I don't need a bedroom. I need a big leather chair to sit in comfort position, because now I work a lot with the telephone. I'm sorry, guys. You are in front of. In front of.
This shit about it in leather chair. I heard first time in my life.
Yeah, because it was in my dreams. I didn't share my dreams yet now.
It's like I was supposed to somehow find out that you need that.
Yeah, but no, you were supposed to finish the terrace 1 month ago. And this air conditioned system that doesn't work in my apartment.
Terrace in the end of the July.
Yes, and now it's almost next year.
But I was busy.
Okay.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Okay. So, Lena, you saw. You want someone to take a great pride of their work. Great, that's how I work every day. I love my job. I am a handyman. I do all types of things and I love it. Wow, and where are you from? Kona Lacek, where are you from? We need a great handyman because we have our terrace and it's unfinished. We need to cover it because you know we have not like we need to make walls straight.
Guys can do that. It's not the point.
No, but he tells that he's a great handyman. That's the difference between maybe usual guys, but he says himself that he's great and he loves his job and he works every day. So that's very good. It's a very good contact. Kona Lasek, where do you live? Tell me please. Ava Samurai, show your what? This I don't understand. Do we have Dinovich? Hi, beautiful. Okay. Where is Dinovich? And I'm interested. Rita Khalil. There is a huge difference between a man and a male, so the woman, she have to take her time to choose a man like a real man who is going to be a future father for her kids too. Yes, but I think that, dear Raed Khalil, I think that we are not so normal in that life, that we don't have ideal people. And sometimes women has this strange, for me, it's rather like real man and not real man. Like, what is real? He has his story, he has his life, he has his own problems, he has his situation as well. Like, I think that if you like him, go, but he shouldn't be an abuser. I mean, that he shouldn't have fights with you, physical fights, of course, because he will win. Because it's unfair to have physical
But who
fights.
knows if you have black belt on the
Yeah,
karate,
but I don't
you might.
have I don't have black belt, so I advise to every woman not to date with someone who can hit them somehow.
Someone who's stronger than you.
Yeah, with
Weak,
someone.
choose weak guys. They're
No,
not gonna
you
hit you.
no, you have no, you it's okay if you are strong. It's bad if you use your strength anyhow, physical strength anyhow in your life with your children, no matter with your wife. So if he is not there is a kind of disorder, like narcissistic disorder. There is accentuation when people have narcissistic traits. It's okay, but when you have narcissistic disorder, this is a difficult question. And with disorder, it's impossible to communicate. And when people have some difficult mental disorder, not everything, but sometimes when they are uh, too far from real life, it won't be possible to talk, to discuss, because they stuck too deep in their own head problems. And for example, they don't see you. You can have normal communication. So, and when he's a real abuser and he, I mean, again, threatens you physically, so that's awful. And there are some situations that is better to avoid. In all the rest, yes, you should understand that different men, they can have their own type of characters, and they can make mistakes, they can have problems with some things in their life, but it doesn't mean that you can't go away from here. So don't listen to Lena. She's
And after
drunk.
these words, this meme, the taxador. Did she say that?
Yes, I said that, but I don't want to.
There is no stories behind us.
No,
We were born
but
like
I
the
don't
machines to
want.
make money for ladies. This is it. It's only purpose. We are living this piece of rock
No, it's because you
floating in
look.
this bloody
Look, in today's
universe.
conversation, I protected my kids. My son came to me this evening and he told me, "Mommy, I can't sleep. I'm too hot."
Fan, speed 6, and
Yes,
fantastic.
fan speed 6, it means that your daughter who sleeps closer to this fan in the same room, she has very dry throat.
She can
And
drink water.
she wakes 10 times at night and she cries. And that's difficult for me because I wake up and I go
So we need to
to a
plan our
room.
budget this way to make the
I
more
don't see
important
your
things.
budget. You don't show me the whole salary. You don't show me the whole. You have your bank account separately. Yes, of course. I'm going to see your budget in that case. That's unfair.
Okay.
So, so we are not alone here, dear. We are not alone. We have Lena and Dinovich. They also have. Don't listen to Lena. She's drunk or
Couple?
something. Yeah, I'm not a perfect father, but I try my best. Okay, are you? No, my husband, he's as like what I see. I haven't seen a better father than him, and that's
So that's the reason why I'm still here.
yeah, that's the reason why he's still here. No, I'm not saying that. Of course, you have a lot of traits of character that I like in you. But you know, Dinovich, probably don't you like how to say обесценивать? To undervalue. Don't you undervalue Lena's mood now? Maybe she's in a bad mood and you say that don't pay attention. For women, it's very.
That's someone said that ladies always in a bad mood.
No, we are not always in a bad
If you
mood.
don't have a full bag of
No,
money, always in a bad mood.
today I protected my kids' interests. I don't care where you are from. If you're a nice girl, you can be from whatever. Looks are nice. Personality is the most important thing. And what about appearance, Dinovich? What about appearance? And will you pay for your girlfriend from the first date? And by the way, you have a French woman. She has to be very feminist. I think so. How was your first date? If you can share, I don't know if it's not very private. I mean, did she allow you to pay for her? Was it normal for her? But I know that in France, men pay very often. They also want to be like gentlemen. But
Yeah,
at
because
least with
Arabic guys
Slavic,
like to pay for the girls.
yeah, and the Arabic guys like to pay
In
for the
France,
girls.
there's also
Yes, they
French
pay.
people. There's only Arabic
They
guys in
no
France.
no no no. Arabic guys always pay for a girl, always. Even sometimes in Abu Dhabi, for example, you sit at a table and you have discussion with a guy. They can send you a bottle of champagne, not because they want to hook you, just because or what's hook at you, on you, upon you. I don't know. They not because they want to flirt, just because they want to show you that you are beautiful, for example, and that's normal for them. But uh, I'm sorry, I have a live stream, but you can sing. And so I continue. Nice nationality. Russian girl. So I continue. Loving the lovely. Okay, guys, I read all your messages, but I want to answer only the one about our today's topic because it's very serious and very difficult. I see you traveling threads. I don't think so about the first date. Just a bias. What a bias? What a bias? What is this? Yeah, I think so. That was, of course, my opinion, and I told you I don't think that I'm like right, like super right, but I just describe you what is inside of me, and what is going on there. You should think about independence in a different way. Yes, I absolutely agree. But if you pay for the first date and for the second date, doesn't mean that I'm dependent. You know, for me it's different to have your own budget, to be independent, to have your own place where you sleep, you live is different. And to go to a date with like a potential further continuation when you have this non friendship relations friendship it's when it's not about friendship. So for me, yes, it's like very important. So I continue. So independence is very important. But I think that there are a lot of very dependent women in Russia because they see that with kids, but they work a lot at home, guys, a lot, and they are not protected as a housewives. You know that if you, for example, have 3 kids and you cook for them, for your husband, if you clean an apartment, if you do a lot of things, and if you have a garden, for example, and animals or something else. And yes, we have a lot of such type of relationships when man he works outside and everything he earns is in his pocket, and and the wife, she is absolutely dependent, and it's not good. Or sometimes childish men, they give all salary to their women, just they give all salary. Oh, I don't
That's
care
why I'm not doing
about
this.
money. No, I'm not asking you to give your salary to me. What I asked is to have a mutual
But then suddenly you went to the
bank
house and you said me with
account.
the face, oh, darling, you know what I bought today?
No, everything I bought
Let's
was
take
with
it
my
out.
own money. No, no, no. Everything, no, no, no. Everything I bought was with my own money. I didn't use your money to buy those earrings. It was
Not
those
yet. Not
earrings.
yet.
Not yet, but I told you that I don't do that. This shit. What you say, it's just very bad
It's
behavior.
just a joke.
Yeah, but
I love you so
I'm
much.
not a betrayer like this. It's not common in Europe. Yes, I understand. Sorry, but I can't marry you. Uncle Tony. Wow, I'm so upset. I'm going to cry. My dear, my husband.
What?
Uncle Tony can't marry me.
Cannot.
Marry me.
He won't or he cannot.
He cannot.
Of course he cannot.
Hi,
He
mom.
cannot handle
Where
this
is
this
this?
weight. Honestly.
My husband is a weightlifter. He lifts a lot.
No, I mean in general, not
Yeah,
handle
I'm
weight. You know
laughing.
what I mean.
Yeah, I'm laughing. The way I meet Lena is so unconventional. What's unconventional? Can you help me? Please look it up in a dictionary. I'm
I know this
interested in
word.
unconventional. Unconventional is so unconventional. Like it's unusual, like it's not typical, or My husband is going to look
Just
it up in a
yesterday.
dictionary. Yeah. So, okay, too much. See ya. Traveling threads. Hi.
Oh, for fuck's
Hello.
sake.
Free. You would look so cute with your legs behind your head. How is it? I'm sorry. What is the topic? We are discussing here dating with with a Slavic woman, with Slavic women generally. Have you ever Bahram? Have you ever not? It was not Bahram. Urals. Have you ever dated a Slavic girl, or maybe you are from Russia? Tell me what have you in that case. If you dated only Russian women, tell me, have you ever had experience with a European girl? And did you feel like that there was a difference between in their them in their mentalities? What is
Unconventional. It's not traditional.
so not
Not standard.
not typical?
Unusual.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Very
Extraordinary.
unconventional. It sounds very
Jesus fucking
intriguing.
Christ, man.
Sounds so intriguing.
Never used that word in my life.
Yeah,
I will
unconventional,
now.
unconventional. I learned so many words with you. Like yesterday, I learned to saw. You told me saw. It's a saw, yes?
So, yeah.
Sa no, oh no. Today my GPT chat told me that it's a saw.
So.
So like saw,
Oh,
SAW,
so. Okay.
but I'm not sure. But my
That's better to
GPT
pronounce
chat told me,
V a little bit because it was like
yeah,
so is like so I saw.
yeah, that's true. And
But it's
I was a
pronounced
little bit
a little bit
surprised.
with V because otherwise it's gonna be I saw, you know, so you saw
Yeah.
me. What did you saw?
Then today, this morning, I also learned a lot of words, but I forgot what was it. But it will come into my mind, and we will repeat it here later on. So this I don't understand. Guys, I see your messages, but please, let's discuss here our topic. No, she's very cute. Who is very cute? Your wife? You have a wife, a girlfriend? Have you ever seen the Russian Didi? What is the Russian Didi? You have your own Didi in Russia? Are you from Russia, sister? Yes. So, guys, I'm waiting for your questions concerning our topic because I'm interested in the topic. What's your message to the world? Today, my message to the world is that if you want to date a Russian Slavic woman, just listen to me and to the whole story. And that you should just understand that we are all different because we were all raised in different circumstances. And we can read a lot of books about the self-growth and about life, but we can visit psychologists, we can do a lot of things for ourselves, but still sometimes our upbringing and our mentality stays so deep in us that it's so difficult to refuse from it or to change it somehow in us. And maybe that's why we are all individuals, and maybe that's why we are all different, and maybe we shouldn't change, ourselves to be ideal. Maybe we shouldn't strive to be ideals, because otherwise it won't be interesting if all people are the same on earth, if we all understand each other from the first words, if we all have like the same rules. And maybe it make us authentic, unusual, and maybe that makes like us like as personalities, like people are that I think that these traits of characters make us make our characters differs from each other. And it's very interesting to live our life like that. And also my message to the world is don't be afraid to find out, to ask, to go deeper. Don't make your conclusions just from the first date. And actually, this message would be not only to European men saying that, just don't, if she doesn't call you back, if she doesn't initiate, don't think that she doesn't care. Don't think that she doesn't like you. The same is about, actually, I can say the same to Russian girls. If he don't pay from the first date, it doesn't mean that he's a good guy and he's a bad guy. And it doesn't mean that he won't be a good father, for example. And so it's very I mean that it's a good idea to ask questions and to know each other better, and not to be afraid to go deeper into each other's traits of character. So that was my message. So Dinovich deleted his message. Don't argue, guys. Okay. Okay. Are you from Russia, sister? Yes.
You asked it like 6 times.
Dinovich, I
It
can't
deleted
imagine
it.
my life without crying and without girls, without crying, and so you can do it. Dinovich, it's a good point for a guy to know how to cry. Because men who don't cry, I know who don't cry, their lives are more difficult. Men who can express their emotions. I learned now my son to cry, and I told you already that it's difficult for him, that we have very stereotypical society. Even here in Spain, we have a lot of stereotypes. And for example, my son says, "Mom, I don't cry. I hide my tears. I block them into me." And I was like, "Son, I don't want you to do it. You should cry. You can cry. Do it at home with me when I'm near." He does it, but also you are welcome to do it outside. Don't feel shame, because it's normal. We are all humans and it's normal to have emotions. So I continue. Her accent could cut through steel and you go to ban. So I continue. Where's your location? Shall I send it to you? Don't tell your location, sweetheart, for your own protection. No, I don't tell my location. I don't need it. What for? Every man with good intentions is a real man. Yeah, but maybe he can have good intentions, but in the same time he can have a crazy mind, and in difficult situation, for example, he won't just deal with it. He will take a knife or something else and attack you, for example. By the way, not so long ago, I had this story with crazy pharmacist in the pharmacy. He didn't. Oh, it's a long story. I'm not going to tell it now, because one day I told it already in Russian, and one day I'm going to tell it in English, and it will be very interesting, I'm sure, because like it was the most viewed video. It was a life story. One guy, I think that he liked me for several years, and then he saw me with Artyom, and then he started to to behave himself in a very strange way. And then he's the owner of a pharmacy, and then once I came to his pharmacy and I started to discuss with him, I wanted to, but it was a long story, so he tried to attack me, but in front of cameras actually. And Artyom, he saw it, and he didn't see that Artyom was near. And Artyom saw it, and he came to him, but he didn't touch him, but he frightened him so much, because Artyom like is a strong man with very big muscles. And this man, he went to toilet that day into his pants, that's for sure. Actually, I could sue him because he attacked me in front of cameras, and he attacked me because of nothing. Because actually, I had this long story. I had a pain in my joint, and not in my muscle, and they came to him. So it's a long story, but it was a funny story. For example, he could have good intentions, but he was crazy, and he is crazy, and he won't change. And if he behaved this way with me, I was a woman. Like we are not from one family, one apartment, and I'm nobody. I promised nothing to him. I'm nobody to him. I'm not his, I don't know, daughter, relative, or friend, or someone. So we didn't have like common conversations or something. Only because he decided something in his head, because he was a bit chasing me and stalking me a lot. I saw him a lot, near pharmacy and in shops and on on parking. I felt like it's very strange. I know that your parking is on -2 floor because you work here. What are you doing here? Because I saw that you saw me from the window of your pharmacy, and then you appeared on this parking. That's very strange. So it's a long story, but for example, maybe he had good intentions, but he was crazy. So I mean that intentions, this is not everything.
You know this
And
phrase,
self-control, yeah. Yeah, what?
the road to hell is paved with the good intentions.
The road to hell is paved with the good intentions, by the way, my husband said. But this I like, Pro-ko-by-denk. Pro-ko-by-denk, where are you from? I like what you said, and self-control. If you combine good intentions and self-control, it is a good thing. But I would also add here something like depth and comprehension and communication between partners also. So, Vasily, what country do you live in? Spain? You are speaking from experience, I see. Yes, yes. Today is only my experience, and guys, I'm very sincere with you. I'm sharing what I have, and I don't want to look better. I am as I am, and I know that I'm not like a superwoman. I'm a usual woman with her own habits and with her own traits of character. Joy what? Plan, leave, room, prep, and painting. Stream can activate text to speech. What is this super chat? What is this, Joy? What? What? It's a commercial or what? So Dinovich, I think I'm a real man. I build houses and boats. I have a good economy, a home and a ship. But I cry. I feel emotionally. I get hurt and feel vulnerable, vulnerable. But I'm not weak. I'm just a human. Yeah, I think that crying and weakness, these are not parallel things at all. I think it's weak to listen to other people and not to let yourself to be yourself and to feel and to express through emotions. This is weakness. So I think that you have to be strong to go like through stereotypical of like stereotypical how prejudices, stereotypical prejudices of society, and to go through them and to do like you wanted to do and like you have to do it, to be yourself, to feel your emotions. So I think for me it's real strength. It's strength. When you do it, you show your strength. That's why I think that you have everything in your life. So this is like a misconception when people think that, oh, man shouldn't cry and to cry is weakness. No, of course it's strength, guys. Guys, tell me honestly, do you cry? And if you don't, my big message for you today is to start crying immediately. Let's cry together. The problem is that I don't want to cry because I'm in a different mood. But for example, one day, come here, subscribe to my channel, come here, and if I will be if I am in a more sensitive mood, we are going to cry together, like sit and cry. Materialism doesn't make you a man, nor does building something make you a real man. Why? Pro-co-Biden. What should I say? Look, money is energy. And if you find yourself, your place on earth and in your life, if you are in good contact with yourself, and if you can give to other people what you have inside, your gifts, your capacities, when you know how to share and you share, as a result, you get money. It's a very, very, for me, money is a very, very strong way of understanding each person. So for me, no, it doesn't mean that if you don't have money, you are just nothing, and so of course not. Human is a complex creature. We have different sides of us. Of course, we have different, again, traits of character. We have different lines in us. But money And material things, this is a very, very big topic, because our souls came into material world, and we came here to materialize things, to create them on earth. And it's a big deal, guys. Why? No, I think that it doesn't mean that if you have money you are a good man. No, but it's a big part of life, guys. Of course, yes. And it's normal. And it's normal to have good salary. It's very good if you build your house. It's very good if you're satisfied with what you are doing. It's just perfect. So no, I disagree. Again, I think that money is a great thing. It's not everything. It's not everything. Absolutely not everything. But it's a great thing. Very, very important thing. Speaking as a welder and shipbuilder myself. And what is welder? Dear, can you help me?
Starship.
Welder? Yes? It's a person who combines metal things together with a special welding machine. Yes? My congratulations. Very interesting job you have. Probably you earn a lot of money yourself. So my congratulations. I think that rich men. I love money, and I love rich people in general. Doesn't matter who you are, men or women, but rich men are great also. It's such a pleasure to have, for example, from a man a gift like jewelry or something when he can afford it. And for me, it's a pleasure, and I can do anything with it. And you can judge me. You can tell me, oh, Ksenia, you are not enough developed and so on. But I love it. I love it when a man can pay good travel to a good hotel, to when he can pay a good restaurant, and when he is okay to give you as a gift diamonds. I just love it. You know, that's my also maybe inner conflict, but I confess here, and I don't feel myself guilty because I have pleasure from it. I can't refuse from being myself. It doesn't mean that oh, I want to like to sit to do nothing and to sit on your neck. No, self growth and independence is very important for me. But I love material things. Things. I love expensive bags. I love again jewelries, real estate, and everything. And I love comfort. And my comfort zone is very like high, like yeah, on a very high level. So I don't like to go to 4 stars hotels. Yeah, it's true. It doesn't mean that, for example, I can pay all the time to go to 5 stars hotels. No, I can't. And that's why I don't travel very often, because I love comfort so much. I won't go. Okay, 4 stars hotels, it's okay, it can be okay, but 3 stars hotel I won't go to on holidays in a 3 star hotel, because I won't feel like relaxed there. I won't feel like I'm on holiday, so it will be useless for me. So what for to go if I cannot to go? I can have stay in my beautiful place with this beautiful I don't know what is the name for it. uh, I don't know. Tell me, what's this in English? Probadora in Spanish. Probador.
Furniture.
Yeah, it's a furniture, but what piece? What part of it?
This was an idea.
It's not a commode.
It's
Cabinet. No, it's not a cabinet.
Just give me commode. It's commode.
No, it's not commode. Commode has those kind of shelves. No shelves. I don't know. Help me, guys. So I continue. Any tips for learning Russian or really any language with a different alphabet? Start with the beginning. Very often, languages with different alphabet, you think that they are difficult because you don't know this alphabet. But if you start from the beginning, you will manage to succeed. In some ways, just just go start from zero level, and that's it. So go to there are plenty of language learning programs. Just choose the most convenient one for you and do it regularly. Proko by Dank. A real man is a stoic, a real man is a warrior, philosopher, and lives a life of virtue. Wow, that's great what you say. It's very like I like it. I like it what you say. Stoicism. My husband is now a little bit in it. Um, so I understand. But for me, like materialism is also inside of it. You speak like about warrior philosopher lives a life of virtue. What's virtue? Can you remind me? Virtue. Virtue. It's like to give to another people. It's not charity. But my husband will check now. But I like how you said. Yes, I agree from a spiritual point of view. But I won't deny, like,
Stressed.
no, not charity, of life of virtue. Okay, I understand. Yes, very good. I like what you said. You're the kind of woman who likes to control on men. No, I don't think so. Because, for example, I live for 8 years with my husband. I don't see how much I don't see how much money he earns, for example. I'm not like woman. No, I don't think so. You know why? Because I'm too busy in my own things. And of course, no, I can have some emotions, or but I don't like call him every moment, or no, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not asking him with who did you have coffee, or did you have coffee with anybody. I don't check
Because I'm always at home. If I'm not work, I'm with you always.
because we
Never.
don't have time. We don't have time enough, like even for us and for our kids. And for example, I never check his telephone. I never do it, just because
Because
it's.
it's too bored. Because you know the
Yeah,
password.
it's
You
no,
need to
it's
do.
yeah. I know her password. I know his password. And by the way, everybody at home know password knows. Yep, a password from my
Passwords for
from my iPhone, and only my kids can use it. This possibility to use it somehow. But they look pictures. Sometimes they try to download some games, but. So I don't think that I like to control. No, I don't have time for it. But in my past, maybe I was more emotional. But I can't say that I was a great controller, because I know that when I'm into something, when I do something interesting for me, I don't see what's going on outside. And all people know about it, and sometimes they use it even because I forget about everything, like, oh, what's going on. And because my brain works in such a way, maybe I'm a little bit autistic. I know that my autistic spectrum is rather high, but when I'm concentrated on something, it means that I'm far away. And to control somebody, I need to be in it. Like, I need to stop reading and to go to control somebody. And it's difficult. I'm not a very multitask person, but that helps me to learn some things in my life. For example, I can be interested in one topic and I can start learning it, and then I know, and that's why actually I have this channel, because I can share not only like, hello, how are you, what are you doing, where are you from? No, I can share some information. We can have some discussions here. You are my friends already. I know most of you here. Okay, hear me out. Nabil Ali, please repeat. What did you say? No, we always make fun of each other. She's just being Lena. I'm not sure our first date is okay for YouTube. Wow. It should be a great story. Okay, I understand. Nabil Ali, can you do a backflip? No, we are talking today about relationships, about Slavic, non-Slavic girls, about relationships between Slavic and non-Slavic. Andrei Kid, pay your bills and you will be independent. Yeah, but he lives in my apartment and he uses my car, so I have Normally, I had real estate in Russia, and monthly I received my rental money, but I couldn't control it, and I sold everything, and I bought here great apartment. I bought here all like stuff, furniture, and so I did everything on my own. This is a nest, and are you a nest? Are you a nest? And I share it, and I did everything on my own. So Andrei kid, and I bought a car, and I of course I now I do my business, and of course I want to pay my bills, and I'm going to do it, I'm sure. I have two little kids, and yes, it took me several years to be only a mom, because it was always my dream to have this possibility to stay with children as long as I can. But now I'm starting my own business, and of course it's my future. Joy, what? I'm on Team Artyom. Artyom. Artyom is helping coordinate stream. Time is time. He cannot renovate house and edit stream at the same time. Yeah, that's true, Joy. Joe, what? Thank you. Yes, that's true. Artyom helps me very, very much. Guys, I see your messages with political views, but I don't read them because today's stream is not about politics. Believe me, I'm into, I'm into it. Not, I have my own also problems with it, and it influence politics that I don't like influences my life as well. But I'm not going to discuss it here today because I want to have different type of conversation. So we continue. Joe, thank you very much for a good message. They are getting in a fight. No, we are not. Barko Turkovic, are you from Ukraine? My husband is from Ukraine. Barko Turkovic, are you from know how to say, где живешь? Odakle si ty? Odakle si ty, Barko? Borko, odakle si ty? So, hello guys. Yes, yes, it means not the normal way. Nabil, will you ever date an Arab guy? Yes, if he like has international views, because with like pure Arabic guys, it would be very difficult for me, because I am a free woman, and for example, I don't want to be into religion. I don't want to be into religion in this life. I want to have my own type of spirituality. But for example, concerning Arabic women are covered, and actually it's okay for me, because for me it's okay to be covered, because sometimes when I go outside, I don't want people to see my face. I don't want to see them anyhow, because I feel energies. But I want to have my choice, every day. Today I want to wear a very short skirt, and tomorrow I want to be covered. So it's like it should be all every day. It should be only upon my choice. So I know that for some Arabic guy it's very difficult to accept it. That's why it would be very difficult to us to build like good relationships. But if you are 100% European man, and I know some Arabic guys who are 100% European men, and in that case, why not? I have no problem. And we continue. Proko Baidenko. Why is a married woman talking to men on the internet? You can ask the question to the men in your family. This is not good for your relationship. Why is that? Why you have such strange views? No, I'm talking about my past, about my experience. I told you that I'm not like on Tinder, and I'm not having dates, and I told to everybody that I'm married, but why I can't have share my experience and have talks about sociology and about mentality. No, I don't think that it spoils somehow my relationships. It's for sure. So, Borko, are you from Ukraine? My husband is. So I continue, guys. Today we talk about relationships and relationships between different nations. I started with Slavic girls, but if you had any experience with girls from any other countries, I would also be very interested. Buenas saludos. Did you run from Ukraine while your men were getting killed? The white man. That's no, my husband went away from Ukraine in 2014 because he doesn't want to be involved in war, and I don't, because he's a clever man, and I don't advise you to do it as well. And I don't advise to anybody to take part in war. It's a bad thing. War is bad in any case. So I hope that it was enough. So I have here a lot of Ukrainian talks. So I continue. Hello to you and to your husband, Huey. Huey is my friend from Canada. Yes? Huey, you are from Huey. I'm from Toronto. You're from Toronto. Do you date Tony Soprano? Who is my husband? He looks like a Tony Soprano. He's my husband.
Not Tony Soprano.
I know
It's
the
that old
Aban
guy.
was building. Okay, this is now they have a lot of political talks. I have dated a Polish girl. God blesses her, sweetheart. It was wonderful, and it was great how I could see how she shined through my love. She cheated with my ex when I became unemployed because accident. No, that's so awful. She cheated with my ex? So she cheated with your ex-girlfriend? No, yeah, I'm okay. Your girlfriend cheated with your ex-girlfriend or with your ex-friend? Just to know the story better. But to cheat on somebody, for me, it's no, I would say. That's why maybe Proko Biden. Maybe that's why you say that it's not good that I sit and chat with other men, that it's bad. And for my husband, it's okay because we never and ever had such situation in our life. It's it doesn't even come into my head. It's like I have an absolutely different brain structure, because like to cheat on your husband, it means that you make him like foolish or weak, and it's not a family, and you make a fool from him, so you sleep with somebody and you go back home, so it means that what your husband is what in that situation, and then you continue living with that man. I can't imagine this. I can tell you the truth. For example, for me in my previous life, say, okay, 20 years ago, even if I dated a guy, even if we split up, I can have new relationships only in 1 year. For me, it's very difficult. I'm not the one who jumps from one relationships into another relationships. And I was very lonely, by the way, for a long time. So it's a bit different, I think. There are different people, different personalities. I know that some people do it very fast. Me, no. When I have serious relationships, no. That's wrong. You shouldn't tell a boy to cry, especially outside. Smoking, no, I disagree with you. You are wrong, absolutely. You should learn brain and like it's a science. It's not coming from my even experience. It's a science. So it's not about just it was proved. So I can't I can't say to answer you anything. The only thing that I can say that you are not right. And please go to Google it, ask, and please just learn it. If you have a boy, don't ruin his psychology, but by saying him not to cry outside or to hide his feelings, emotions, and so on. My girlfriend said I'm Russian her, but I told her I'm not Russian, I'm Italian. Oh, yes, Italians, you do. Yes, you are Russian. And so you are Russian, you're Slavic, you're Russian girl. You are Russian, you're Russian girl. Yes, maybe be careful because southern men, they are more open-hearted, and I understand you. You just have different, again, type of thoughts and mind and feelings. You have different type. For us, for we need to think more. We need to know each other better. You don't need to rush, because if you rush it, you can you I can be become I can be frightened by it, and it can injure me a lot. So I will try to avoid of having closer contact with you. So I think, it's mentality. For example, people here in Spain, every time they meet, they kiss two times each other. For me, it's difficult. Yes, different mentality, but what can I do? Just me and my body, and I make decisions concerning my body. And I'm not the one who is going to rush in any physical, for example, relationships. For example, you trying to honeypot me, what does it mean? So here we have again some twisted alien. Hey, I was shopping for my niece's second birthday. I bought her a huge ball pit and 4 groceries. Ah, okay. So you went somewhere. Yes, it was not online. Girl, how crazy is your ex? My ex? My ex. I don't have exes. It was so long ago that now I don't remember when it was. Girl, how crazy is your ex? So my ex, it doesn't exist. Maybe somewhere, but I don't know. I continue. So Prokobaidenk, my ex-Polish girlfriend, is be okay, but even though she cheated with a woman, my ex felt betrayed looking back. Of course, I was weak, and that caused her to walk astray from our relationship. But I think that it's normal. If in the beginning of your relationship, if you didn't tell to each other that you are free to have physical relationships with anyone, like, I think that it's a betrayal. And I think no, it shouldn't happen like this. And I think that you shouldn't continue your relationship with such a girl if she did it, no matter with who, with a girl or with a boy. But yes, for me it sounds a bit unusual, because I never had. No, I had a similar situation. I'm not going to talk about it, because it can be recognizable by some people. I don't want it to be recognized, even like in my live stream, even without names. But I have had one rather similar story, and I think that no matter, the fact is that she betrayed, and no matter with who, with a boy, with a girl, or with anybody else, and especially with your ex. And if you both didn't give to each other this permission, if you had an agreement, like not to have physical relations anywhere apart from each other, so it's a red flag. Make a honey, what does it mean? Joy, what? Never invite another man into your home to do what your husband has agreed to do, and to wait for example, in my previous family, like, if my no, I'm not going to discuss it. Okay, I have many friends in Russia, and if for example, their husband promised them to do something, and if they don't organize it on their own, they will stay forever without something agreed. This is a part of Russian mentality with men. It's not a good, again, it's not a good point, but it exists. And that's why Russian women are very independent, by the way. Some people told me that it's very important to be independent, and we are very independent, because most of us were born in such families. So I'm not, usually I don't wait. If I have a possibility to find a solution right here, right now, or in the nearest weeks, I would prefer to do it. I live my life in my comfort and I have my satisfaction. And I'm the only one who is finally responsible for my satisfaction. Even my husband, he can promise me something, but he can have reasons, or maybe he can have hidden reasons. Maybe he thinks that he wants to help me, but finally he doesn't help me. For example, and I'm not going to, like, my happiness is connected with comfort, and I'm not going uh, to ruin my own happiness, you understand me, I hope, because it's very important. And he has his own reasons and I have my own very important things in life. So I don't think that people, like, if you are in a relationships, you shouldn't wait. If you want to get married, for example, and to have children, and if you want it right here, right now, and if your partner disagrees, it doesn't mean that you have to wait. Or and he says, wait, 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 wait. It doesn't mean that you have to wait, because you are your number one. And firstly, you live your life for yourself, and only then you live for somebody else. So I disagree here. Not sure who said it, but being a real man isn't a thing. What makes a man is knowing what you value and not allowing yourself to fall into pettiness and hate. Take care of your own, that's all it takes. It's a bit difficult for me because I think that it's a quote. IKEA Shark. IKEA Shark, we have this one. Oh, such a cute nickname. Where are you from? IKEA Shark, his nickname. I love it. So I have to translate it maybe because it's difficult for me. I'm going to read, being a real man isn't a thing. Okay, what makes a man is knowing what you value. Okay, is know what you value and not allowing yourself to fall into pettiness. You mean pettiness and hate, and take care of your own. That's all it takes. Yeah, it sounds wise. It sounds wise for me. That's bullshit. You talk about what? I continue. You can do a live stream of you and Artyom painting your workroom. Text to speech allows paid. What's this? Text to speech allows paid. It's a commercial or what? Comment to be audibly. What is this? Joe, what? You advertise something here in my stream. I have only 15 viewers here. It's not maybe the best platform for you, not the best place. We have here very cozy talks and conversation. Real man is not measured with materialism. It's not measured with materialism, but materialism is one of very important factors, at least for me. Money is not life, but it makes life easier. Yes, it makes my life easier and more interesting and more comfortable. And when you have money, you can live longer. And when you have money, you can have better life. And so even the fact that you can have a better healthcare and you can live longer, even that fact shows that money is a very important thing and materialism is a very important thing. And for example, you can give better education to your children, you can have better education yourself, you can help people better, you can share more with audience. If I had money, I would buy, for example, better camera, better microphone. I could do better live stream. For example, no, my case is I can do it like this. It's not a problem. But still, for example, if you can have money, you can go and to university, and you can be a doctor, and you can save people's life. If you have money, you can help to cats and dogs which were left by people outside. You can save them. You can save lives with money. It's an instrument, and it helps in many situations. Materialism is an extremely important thing, extremely important. And even if it's not just as to help people, to share, to repair and to build and so on, even if you want to satisfy yourself, even if it's for self-satisfaction, self-satisfaction is a very important thing as well, because when I'm satisfied, I give more to people. I share more love. If I share more love, and if there are a lot of people like me in this world who are satisfied, and for example in Russia, they won't go to Ukraine for money to kill people. If they all had money, they wouldn't have ever gone to Ukraine for 2,000 euro salary. Imagine how many lives could it save? And you say that materialism is not important. Extremely important. It's very, very, very important. And even you can hire a good psychologist if you have mental problems, for example. And even if you can't find your own life satisfaction, yes, if you go the right way, materialism is very important, but it depends a lot in whose hands, who is the owner of the money and everything of these materialistic things. How many babies do you want? I am enough with babies. I have 2, and I wanted to have 3, but I have many buts in my life, so now I have more. Oh, now I have more. I have 2, and I'm pretty satisfied. One of the manliest men that ever lived did not own a single coin. Diogenes Jesus Miyamoto Musashi. You know what? I disagree. It's not true. It's Bible. You read wrong books. Try to find the real Bible, and try to find their real stories, and not the stories that were artificially created by governments and by official state church to deceive people. That's not true. It was for you just an example to read it and to think that poverty is a good thing. You don't need money. You have to give money to us, and then to go to kill people for more money, because it's not enough for us, and you will have a good life after your death. So no, I completely disagree. So you are looking for a rich guy. I'm not looking. I have a husband. Gold digger. No, I'm not a gold digger. No, absolutely. For me, love comes on the first place. Survival mindset of the woman. Yes, survival mindset. You mean in my situation? I disagree. I don't have survival mindset, because I'm like not rich, but I'm wealthy enough. So for me, survival is not on the first place. I continue. You would hate traveling with me. I prefer tents and camping. Tents and camping is a different kind of thing. I don't compare. This I used to have a lot of tents and campings in my life because of my motorsport. And actually, so I'm rather tired from it, but I wouldn't say that I hate it. I think that it's a different kind of pleasure. Because if you are intense, it means that you are on pure nature. But for example, for me, it would be impossible to refuse completely from 5-star hotels and to stay all the time intense, So I like both, I would say. Dinovich, I speak Serbian, but I still have problems with Cyrillic letters. Yes, you have Cyrillic letters in Serbia, because in Montenegro they had Latin letters. It's like the same language but different letters, and it was easy for us anyway to read. Cold Garna, would you help me find the Russian? Can you help me to find the Russian wife? You know, I don't want you. Like, I don't like this idea when you have this priority to find a wife, first of all, and then for sure, to be to find the Russian one. Like, it's you know, it sounds a little bit for me, it sounds a little bit crazy, because why you need a wife? I think that first you need to fall in love and then to think about marriage. Then secondly, first you need to fall in love with a Russian girl and then to think, oh, I'm in love with a Russian girl, oh, she's so different, oh, I like her. But like, to make your goal to find the Russian wife, what is the reason for that? Tell me, please. So you think that she will make your life happier or easier? I disagree. High maintenance woman. Ah, it's again, these are old messages they have. That is true. I'm learning Russian off Preply app. Ah, we were talking about languages. Great teachers. I have to. Do they teach Twisted Alien? Do they teach any other languages? Preply app. Now I'm using Duolingo. I can't say that I'm completely satisfied, but it's pretty good. I was able to sound out Russian words within a week after learning the alphabet. So, yes, that's easy. And of code by taking to men on the internet. I don't understand this. Does he control you? Do you have to do those videos? Do you do it for money? I do it for money, but I don't have to. But anyway, I have to work. I feel that I have to work. I can't afford myself to just live my life and not to think about money. It's my financial situation and it's my truth. So, yes, I have to think about it daily. Anthony Tartaro, he knows Tartaria. Do you snore when you sleep? It's not about relationships. Maybe you are not controlling because you don't care. Oh, no, I disagree. I disagree with it. I think that to live and in control, it's difficult for me and for you and for your partner. Imagine you have all the time you need to have this attention, and it's difficult. Imagine I have anxiety, and for me to have one more thing that I'm anxious about. By the way, maybe I don't have it now because, or at least I'm in remission. So I just don't want to have one more additional problem in my life to control somebody. I think that, okay, for me, it would be difficult to build any relation where I have to control. That's the idea.
There is someone saying that he can control something.
Yes, I think so. I think that there are people who can control
The
professionally.
idea is control is just a dream.
No, I
You
think that
cannot
some people.
control anything. It's maybe just temporary or some short time. Yes.
Were you like being sparkling? What do you mean? Hey, ma'am, you're a Dr. Dinovich. You want to know? I don't mind telling as long as everyone is adults. If you want to know, I don't understand this. Are you a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor. I have different profession. I have deep talks on in my YouTube live streams. I'm India. I'm working in Qatar. Yeah, I know a lot of Indians work there. You are married, but you would date an Arab man? I see. No, I wouldn't date an Arab man. You are very toxic. What's your name? NZ. You are such a toxic person. This toxic, I see it from here. Like very, very toxic. Sam, hello from Sydney, Australia. Hello, Sam. How is it going there? Here it's rather late. So, guys, I see all your messages. Steve Morgan, what does that even mean? What do you mean? You address somebody or what? Tell me, beautiful, what else besides of being pretty and stealing hearts? This is enough already. I love your voice. I'm gonna practice driving standard with my eyes closed. Why? Don't do that. Joy, what? Not a commercial? Oh, okay. Not a commercial. I understand. Okay, guys, I don't have any messages. It was nice to talk to you and have a nice evening. And I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. Today was a difficult day for me. And see you guys tomorrow. Kisses. Bye bye.